Hi guys! Welcome to my second video. So my first video was about BTO versus resale, and today's video I will be talking about what is an executive condominium, EC for short. So I will be covering what is an EC, what are the pros and cons, and why it might be a good property for you to purchase. So as usual, before I begin this video, a very short introduction about myself. I am Zara from ERA and I'm a property agent. So 话不多说, let's get into the topic right now. So what exactly is an executive condominium? So an EC is actually a public-private housing hybrid that was being developed to cater to the middle-income Singaporeans who might not be able to purchase a HDB flat due to the income ceiling cap and also find it too expensive to purchase a private condominium. So this is why ECs are often labelled as a sandwich flat because their income happen to be in the middle of HDB and private condominium. So they are right smack in the middle. So if you are wondering what does it mean to be public-private housing hybrid, it actually means because EC is developed by private developers, however they are also subsidized by the government. So when you hear subsidized by government, you know what it means. Grants! So now that grants are in the picture, let's move on to the pros of getting an EC. So the first pro will be housing grants. So one plus point of entering into the EC market is that you will be entitled to a housing grant of up to 30,000. So exactly how much grant you will be getting will be dependent on your gross monthly income, which you can refer to the table over here. However, do note that only the first timer are entitled to the housing grant, but if you are a first timer and your spouse is a second timer, you will still be entitled to the half housing grant. So the second pro will be EC's entry price. So ECs are priced generally 15 to 20% lower as compared to a private condominium. So this means there will be more margin for price appreciation on par with comparable condominiums. So the third pro is that even with a cheaper entry price, as ECs are developed by private developers, you do still enjoy condo-like attributes such as swimming pool, clubhouses and gyms, and also the physical appearance is indistinguishable as compared to a private condominium, which means if you are driving down the road someday and you happen to see this building, you will not be able to tell if this is actually an EC or a condominium. The fourth pro is that ABSD, which stands for Additional Buyer Stamp Duty, is actually not payable for HDB owners who are looking to upgrade to new ECs. The fifth pro is that even though you have already purchased an EC, you are actually not required to sell your existing HDB flat. You can still choose to stay in your HDB flat while waiting to collect the keys to your EC. This is because HDB will give you an additional of 6 months for you to offload your HDB upon collecting the keys to your new home. Now why this is a pro? Because this means that you can save on additional rental costs to find a temporary house while waiting for your EC to be completed. Now, after mentioning some of the pros of getting an EC, now let's get into what are actually some of the cons that we will have to consider as well. The first con is that to purchase an EC, you will still have to fulfill some of the eligibility conditions as set out by HDB. This includes family nucleus, income ceiling, age, citizenship, and property ownership. The second con is that you are also required to fulfill a minimum occupation period of 5 years before you can sell it or rent out your entire unit. Why this is a con? Because this might affect your future home loan affordability. So the third con is that ECs are actually regulated by the MSR, which is a mortgage servicing ratio. This means that you can only use up to 30% of your income to finance for your home loan. This is a con because as compared to TDSR, total debt servicing ratio of 60%, this means that your loan amount is essentially half. The fourth con is that for EC, there is an income ceiling cap. For EC, the income ceiling cap will be 16,000, which means if your gross household income exceeds 16,000 per month, you will not be eligible to purchase an EC. All these pros and cons factors that I've just earlier mentioned are just a few of the factors that we should consider before purchasing an EC. And of course, all these pointers that I pointed out, I've only explained the very bare minimum of it. So if you would like to dive into further details into particular pointers, do let me know and we can discuss and see if EC is ultimately the best choice for you. And also, we do have EC launches coming up and existing ECs that have already been launched in the market. So if you are interested to get one, or if you know anybody, your family or friends, do let me know and we can sit down and discuss and find out which EC is the most suitable for you. While of course, if you do have any other questions regarding property in general, not only necessarily be EC, you can also feel free to contact me and I will be happy to help you with your inquiries. This is the end of today's video. Do let me know if there's anything more you want to know and I'll try my best to answer them. See you in the next video. Bye! Oh, by the way, I do mean it when I say there are other pointers to take note because there are also factors such as EC deferred payment scheme and resale levy to consider as well. So do make sure that you contact me for a more in-depth breakdown and analysis. See ya!